put us up against more goblins.
Yes.
Now that my entire character's personality's been shaped by it.
Turns out those are the only goblins we'll ever see.
The whole every other goblin has to be our friend from this point on.
Yeah, basically.
Now I can't remember his name. The toddler was talking about how oh, all these goblins, we got them to be responsive and all this, and I'm yeah, I was trying to write down the name, but I lost it before we got there.
I think it's Almonto.
Almonto. Bellis Almonto.
Almonto. There you
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Almonto's like, you actually got these goblins to respond, and I was like, not really. They kind of just shoot us across a bridge. Are we not going to clarify?
I mean, y'all could have just like,
that is technically something, though.
It could, yeah. Well, full disclosure, the whole point of it was like, if y'all failed the strength / demolitions check, apparently, or were just like hyper aggressive with them or stuff like that, you would have lost the opportunity to actually had that diplomacy.
Gotcha.
Oh, we almost did.
Only a weapons expert in the party.
I believed in you all the whole time. Oh, had to go clean up after my kitty cat, because holy crap, for such a small thing, he shits like a machine.
Yeah, sounds like a cat.
Mm-hmm. It's in fact that one right down there.
You want to see something super old school?
Oh lord, are you gonna show your iPod Touch off?
Oh my god.
Oh no, it's blurry. You can't see it. Dang it.
Yeah,
Ripperoonie.
we actually had to install iTunes to work on an iPad at work the other day, and I was like, does anybody still use iTunes? Is that still a...
I actually had to download it for this thing. I was like, oh crap, I don't even have it installed. I've had this computer for
Jeez.
years.
God, making me feel ancient over here. That's right, because now, what is it, Apple Music or whatever? Is there...
Everything's just like built in. You don't use like computer platforms.
Oh, jeez. Okay, alright. Alright. So, unfortunately, it's not going to be a full session just because I'm still getting over COVID and my fucking throat is killing me.
Okay.
Throat coat. Wait.
God damn it, Tori. But we'll set up the next bit here and get everything ready for next session, when hopefully the party will be at full strength and we'll be able to forge on ahead. But we're all back after. Luca, what are you doing? My cat's just like sticking his head under my desk, and I'm like, what are you doing? You're gonna get stuck. But yeah, so third day comes down to an end, and y'all go back to your respective homes. And in the morning, you all four of you will get pinged on your tablets. Excuse me, sorry. And pinged to come to the guild hall, as there is a somewhat urgent request for a team from Phaeton Mu's guild hall. So, you do your morning rituals, you get ready and everything, and you kind of head out on the road. And you all meet at the guild hall. And one of the members there from the exploration branch, who is in charge of kind of handing out quests and everything, sees and goes, yes, you four. So, sorry to ping you so early in the morning, but we had a somewhat urgent request from the local Baron. I do not know if you actually are aware of it, but we do have there is a government branch on Phaeton Mu that is actually run by a democratically elected official, and for the last 150 years we've basically had the Johnson family. Just a little history. So Sir Thermopolis Johnson IV is the current Baron of Phaeton Mu, and he actually put in a request recently because well, and he stops and he scratches his head. He goes, I don't really know how to put it, but a zoo went missing. One of our animal sanctuaries in the local towns, all the animals are gone. And the local town guard doesn't know where. There's no hide or hair or of any of the animals or, feather. So we kind of need... It spooked them, to say the least. And, as much as we love and respect our town guards, they're not always the most capable in these types of situations. So the Baron, Sir Thermopolis, in all of his wisdom, has decided to reach out and hire the guild for this. And so, knowing that you all are capable of things like this, we decided to kind of call upon you. So, yeah, I wish I had more information for you, but, well, we don't even have the information ourselves.
Can you define disappeared? Is the entire space just gone, or is it just the animals?
Just the animals.
Or the whole environment?
So the initial scouting reports, which is what we're working off of, just said that all of them are gone. Again, unfortunately, this is the words of Sir Johnson himself, and as fantastic of a leader as he is, that quiver's not full of arrows, let's just say. So once you show up in the manor, you'll be able to actually get more of a detailed report, because the scouting team should be back by that point. But let's just say that it's going to be it'll be interesting for you all. So we've already arranged for transport to Darfur's state capital. Darfur is the state capital. Transport to the building where you'll be able to meet with Thermopolis himself, and hopefully his head of guards will be able to give you all some more information. So if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer, and if not, we will try and get you over there as soon as possible so that you can get to work on this weird circumstance.
Quick questions.
Yeah. Well, what's up?
Voter registration. How does that work?
So when you're a civilian, basically, if you live there, you actually get voter registration. So
you have to live in that city specifically?
In the dome. Okay. So major domes have barons or baronesses or vanesses, and so they kind of they are the head of that dome, and then major domes tend to have more swing politically than some of the other domes on the continent, and so you have the baron, the lord, and then you have the duke under them. It's kind of just a callback to the ancient ways. That's kind of how we do it, but basically the dome votes on their leader, and then as a council, all of the leaders together decide kind of how things are run on the continent.
So this is a separate dome from
yes.
where we are as a guild.
Yeah, so the major dome of Darfur, which is where the guild hall is, so there's only one major dome per continent, no matter how large the continent is. Major domes are giant compared to the other ones. They can range from either 2 to almost 6 medium domes in one major dome. Okay. And so Darfur, Phaeton Mu's Darfur is one of the larger ones. It's not the largest major dome there is. But that's where the main, where you all live in that major dome. And eventually I'm going to drop a map of it for you so you all can actually see it visually better. I was kind of waiting for our artist to get the art back so you could have the 3D view of it, and then I'll be able to give you the 2D view of it. But on Phaeton Mu, there is, let's see, there's, of course, the one major dome. And then if I remember correctly, I had 3 medium domes and 6 minor domes. So it's one of the more populated of the floating continents. But yes.
I just want to make sure I'm fulfilling my civic responsibilities.
Yes, but quite literally, the Johnson family has actually basically Thermopolis Johnson IV, his dad and his dad's dad and his dad's dad's dad have just been voted in every time. The people
Nepotism.
love him. Well, he's not the brightest tool in the shed, but everybody loves him. He doesn't do really bad things. And he actually like listens to the people. So while as the guild associate, or as the guild member put it, while he's a few arrows short of a full quiver, that doesn't mean he's a bad leader. But yeah, any other questions?
I have a question for Mr. Johnson.
Well, he's not here currently, but yes.
Oh,
You all are.
Before we get there, what's his stature so that we know what we're...
He is a medium height human. He's a little on the heavier set side. Full head of hair, brown hair, big bushy beard. Definitely a jolly style of fellow. No halfling pumpkin heads here.
Understood.
Can I make like a society roll to see like how familiar I am with like how well they're liked?
That would be I don't think there's actually a streetwise skill in Pathfinder, because normally that's what I would have
So
you roll.
society, there is diplomacy.
Go ahead and make a society roll.
I just want to know like just how well they're liked by everybody, considering like good guy.
Yeah.
17.
So like basically if you go around and ask anyone, most people, like a good 75% of the people, have good things to say. There's no like, there's no like weird how do I want to put it? There's no scandals, there's nothing ever like weird happening where people are like, oh, Johnson IV did this or this
There's
or
no
this.
like there's no like faction that absolutely would do anything to get Johnson out.
No, he's
Power.
he's the milk toast leader. Like, he does his job well. His dad did his job. His dad's dad did his job. Like, he's satisfactory as satisfactory could get. He doesn't go above and beyond, but at the same time, he doesn't rub people the wrong way. Papadoos. But yeah, he's definitely just like the milk toast leader. There's nothing like extreme or like just super like outlandish about him. He's just the cookie cutter leader, and everyone's okay with that. Things are working, society's moving along, nobody has a whole lot of complaints or anything, so nobody has anything really bad to say, but at the same time nobody has anything like outstandingly good to say.
Oh.
what's his take on lemons?
What? Are you trying to make a lemon party joke right now, Tori?
Nope, not at all. Not
Okay.
anywhere where that was going.
I'm glad
Actually,
there's that
so-
at that. Oh my god.
So,
You're a dork. All right. But yeah, so
would he say make lemonades if life give him lemons?
Cave Johnson, I get it now. Nah, he's not that quite not that quite what's the word I want to say? Vindictive towards life. Yeah. He's got a good lot. He has a loving wife. He has a son that he dotes upon and cares dearly for. The people tolerate and enjoy his
Fair,
presence.
Obviously.
Yeah, like he's like I said, he's the milk toast leader. Like, y'all could do a whole lot
Nobody
worse,
else.
that's for sure. But at the same time, with how like society on the floating continents have gone, like a lot of idea of like political dissident has been overshadowed by a lot worse things, and kind of just been like, no, we don't need to act like this, we don't need to think like this or be like this. Like society as a whole has really come together over the past 150 so odd years. All right.
I suppose we should go see Mr. Milquetoast then.
I love it.
Yes, I suppose we shall.
So you all board the carriage, and the carriage is on its way through the city. It's not that long of a drive from the guild hall, thankfully. In major domes like this, and even in some of the medium and minor domes, for the most part, the guild hall is always going to be close to the like political buildings or the political districts. So it's a pretty short drive. And as you get there, a very, very well dressed, yet almost like disheveled on purpose person opens the carriage door and greets you. They greet you all and they go, hello, I am, and they say their name, and the only thing you really catch is the syllable Vald, V-A-L-D, and they look at you and go, but as that is not in any of your native tongues, you all can call me Anthony M. Knightley. That is the name I have been so given by my masters, and that's the one I respond to. They bow and go, I work for our current Baron, Sir Thermopolis Johnson IV, and I'll be here to help show you the way to him. And Vald, or Anthony M. Knightley, kind of points the way up the stairs, and you all follow behind them. Standing at the top of the stairs. Sorry, what was that?
I was on the way up. I'm going to ask him again. In what capacity do you work for the Baron?
I have been in the employ of the Baron and his family for many, many years, since predating what you mortals would call the Shattering. I was bound by contract until most recently have decided of my own volition to serve our fair Baron until the end of his terms before I can depart. But at the top of the stairs stands a very stoic looking lizard folk, who, as you reach the top of the stairs, bows and greets you all. And he goes, my name is Torvis. He goes, I am the guard captain here, and I am going to be helping you all and translating, shall we say, our good Sir Johnson's wishes. As I'm sure you all know, a very strange thing has happened, and for the most part, we have an idea now. When the news first reached our dear Baron, he panicked a little bit and kind of jumped the gun on requesting help, but that is neither here nor there, and I just want to prepare you all for this, so let us go. And the God damn it, Tori. Torvis and Anthony kind of lead you through, and as you enter the Parliament building, there's people running everywhere, and it's very busy, very much almost like a hive of bees, where everyone knows where they need to go and do what they need to do, but from the outside you just see a bunch of people running around almost doing absolutely nothing, seemingly at least. After they lead you through all of this, there's a large set of doors, and Anthony goes, opens the door and goes, Mr. Johnson is waiting for you all, and ushers you in. And far back into the room, apologies, far back into the room behind a large desk sits a very, as I described earlier, he's a portly man, head full of hair, big beard. And he kind of greets you and he goes, the adventurers, our dear saviors are all here. And rushes over to greet you and like shakes each of your hands, and he goes, thank you for responding so very quickly. He goes, we have this terrible thing has happened in our nearby our nearby animal conservation, and Torvis goes, sir, it's a zoo. It's okay. And Torvis goes, as you can see, Sir Thermopolis here is overjoyed to have you, thankfully, and is distraught over what has happened to all the animals. And you kind of see Johnson. He goes, yes, the animals, the poor animals. And Torvis goes, sir, we will handle this. Don't worry. And they lead you over to the desk, and on the desk you see a big sprawling map of the zoo. And he goes, so earlier this morning, we actually received a message from the groundskeepers at the zoos that all of the animals had completely disappeared. The cages were empty. There were no signs of struggles or anything like that. But there are no bodies. There is no scraps. There was no blood. There was nothing. It was almost as if like the animals just disappeared. And like Johnson goes, it was witchcraft. It was magic. Something has happened. And Torvis goes, sir, again, calm down. Think of your blood pressure. It's okay. He goes, initial scouting reports and sweeps did produce absolutely nothing. So we had nothing to go on. But thanks to some of our more our arcane tuned guards, we were actually able to find that somehow a cacodemon broke in, which is something that we have not seen in many years. And we believe that the cacodemon was actually able... Cacodemon. Let me... If you want that spelling, I can get it for you in just a moment. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. You think I'd have these all memorized? Cacodemon, Cacodemon. Well, Cacodemon, I guess, would actually be more appropriate. But yes, we believe that a cacodemon was somehow able to breach the perimeter, and basically harvest all the animals. We do not really know much about demons, as we haven't dealt with them in years and years and years. So unfortunately on that, we don't really have a lot of information for you, but we believe that it's only the one. So it should be quite easy. So our request to you is that, and Sir Thermopolis just kind of like breaks and he goes, banish it, destroy it, bring me my animals back. And Taurus is like, sir, again, think of your blood pressure. Calm down, it'll be okay. Because obviously we probably can't rescue the animals. They're probably gone and devoured. Which is a shame, as this is an animal conservation and all that. But we do need to eradicate the demon. It needs to be gone so that it cannot spread outside of the zoo and everything. We have set up a perimeter of guards to make sure that it doesn't leave the zoo, but we need you four to go in and deal with it. That's what we have for you. Of course, you will have this map and everything. And then any support from the outside that we can give you, we will. Is there any other questions that I can answer for you right now?
This is all happening on day 3.
No, day 4. You already did your morning stuff.
Okay, because then I have questions for you after this.
Okay. But so that is the mission as it stands. And if anyone has any questions, we can answer them. And if not,
Would I be able to know anything about a Kako demon?
Probably not, but you could always.
Otherwise,
I think that would actually be a religion roll.
oh yeah, I don't know shit about religion.
What does occultism apply to?
Occultism would actually probably work for that as well. Let me double check.
Oh, I can roll on that.
If
If you want to roll on it.
Well, if you want to do occultism, I'll do religion. And we can...
Okay.
Recall knowledge, identify magic, learn spell, decipher writing.
I got a
No.
21 religion.
I got nothing on occultism.
Okay, so occultism is you know a great deal about ancient philosophies, esoteric lore, obscure mysticism, and supernatural creatures. Even if you're untrained in occultism, you can still use it to recall knowledge.
Yeah, no, but I rolled a 1, and I have a 2, so no.
Yeah. You, Spoopy, have
I
no
know
fucking
nothing.
idea.
Nope.
Raga, though, you do remember that in some ancient texts, it talks about the differences between demons, daemons, and devils. And you seem to recall that this one in particular is a daemon, and more importantly is known as a... I'm trying to find it real quick. It is known as a harvester daemon. These embodiments of demented violence and spite are spawned from the eddies of angry and warped souls amid Abaddon's mist. That one doesn't actually... that last part doesn't mean anything. Cacodemons constantly hunger for mortal souls and yearn to create suffering. They kind of just look like flying meatballs with teeth. Yep. But daemons as a whole tend to be known as harbingers, and work with some of the lower... not only are they themselves, or some of them counted as deities themselves, but they tend to work for very specific deities. Some examples are Charon, which is the horseman of death, who, while he is a daemon, is also considered a deity because of like what he embodies. But yes, you all get to chase down a flying meatball with teeth.
Named Kakarot.
Named Kakarot. God damn it.
Kakarot!
I can't do that. That hurts too much. Alright. But if we are good and have no more further questions, we will end there because, again, my throat is getting torn the fuck up.
I just have one. I'll turn to Edward and say, "You're being awfully quiet. Is everything okay?"
What?
I mean, it works considering Ember
Sorry, I
is
didn't
supposed to be
miss
the
that part.
very stoic swords person.
Eh.
So yes, unfortunately, this session is going to be cut short because, again, Spoopy and myself are recovering from COVID. You know, wear your masks, vax up, and all that stuff. And so hopefully next time we'll be at full fighting strength and we'll be able to actually have like a good long session. Our next session for this is going to be September 10th. And so we will all be back again. Thank you all for coming out and all that good stuff. And I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay healthy out there. Goodbye.